What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
Hold on.
All right.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business. Thanks.
Yeah. Weird.
Behind the scenes, you guys know as well as I do that those executives like Spielberg are looking at that saying, Rachel Zegler can F right off.
The producers, far left-wing activists in Hollywood, are turning on her, and Disney has canceled all of Rachel Zegler's appearances on their media platforms. Kind of tough.
I truly do believe that. There's something wrong with her. She's disturbed, she's unhappy, and she thinks it's about feminism and the patriarchy and about abortion. But the reality is she's just not stable.
Rachel is literally the star of a Disney movie, and she acts like she's some sort of victim. And that's the sort of mentality that is just poisoning people's minds. Like, she acts like her life is so bad.
But you don't seemingly like your own character, so she comes off as an insufferable, whiny brat.
Rachel Zegler, like so many kids raised on TikTok, she's all for infanticide is the only global solution.
Now, I'm guessing that she's not married. I'm guessing that she doesn't have kids. The movie is a complete disaster, by the way.
Have they ever thought about maybe like a little bit of like, I don't know, vulnerability study, opposition research, that sort of thing, before you go and hire some Zoomer who's a lunatic?
And they postponed the release of this thing, Ben, for a year because their star, Rachel Zegler, was so unlikable.
Saying that audiences will always line up to see her no matter what she does.
Every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
You know what's interesting about all this is that the only person waiting in line to see Snow White was
Please.
Rachel Zegler.
Rachel Zegler has completely vanished, days after reports claimed Disney wants her to help pay for the Snow White disaster. No interviews, no social media, nothing. Insiders say she jetted off to Dubai, leaving behind one burning question. What is she running from, and what is she trying to hide?
Say she hopped on a plane and flew all the way to Dubai. Now everyone's asking the same thing. What is she running from, and what exactly is she trying to protect?
Every time she speaks, she gets less likable. There's some clip of her on the internet in her Snow White outfit saying, every hour I am in the outfit of Snow White wearing the dress. All 18 hours, I deserve to be paid for every single one. Oh, really? Are you having trouble paying your bills, Rachel? Did Steven Spielberg not pay you for your role in West Side Story? Did Disney fail to give you a healthy paycheck for, like, cry me a river? She's just exactly everything that we can't stand.
I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess. I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
So it got destroyed at the box office. Here's the box office numbers. The Minecraft movie made $60 million on Saturday. Snow White made $2 million.
And of course, this weekend, Minecraft came out, which has absolutely dominated the box office, done significantly better than analysts even projected. And now we're finding out that Snow White has officially crossed $160 million.
Fans are shocked. Hollywood's in meltdown. And Disney, absolutely furious. Rachel's sudden disappearance comes right after a tidal wave of backlash, viral outrage, and legal threats. Sources say Disney execs were already considering serious consequences. Morality clauses, cut bonuses, maybe worse. No press. No red carpets. Just silence. So now everyone's asking, is she taking a break or staging the perfect escape?
And then they had to hire a special media consultant for her to follow her around all the time and make sure she didn't continue shitting on Snow White and the prince and young love and women who want to get married and Steven Spielberg, the executive producer of her previous movie, and white people who she claims wanted to know if she was really a Latina on her first movie.
Alex, what has been the reaction to Disney's latest expensive own goal?
Well, the reaction has been absolutely horrible. It is the worst box office from a Disney live action remake that they've ever done. And you know the saying, go woke, get broke, and Disney's going to lose money on this movie. And I believe it only made less than $1 million in China.
No one on the right side of America can stand the star of this movie.
Every way that Disney changed the story, it changed it for the worse.
I mean, they're projected to lose between $200 and $400 million on this.
The whispers are getting louder. Lawsuits may be coming. Some insiders claim backdoor negotiations are already in motion. With Rachel's abrupt overseas flight and total silence, speculation is wild. Is she dodging media? Or dodging something way more serious?
Turned over 157 million while earning another 144 million internationally. The Minecraft video game was introduced in 2011 and sold more than 300 million copies. So it actually has a fan base, user base, people that care about it. In theory, Snow White should as well. Snow White's the movie that made Disney, the studio. They should have been more cautious and careful with their own IP. It's $1 billion IP. The Disney Snow White, faithfully adapted, would have made $1 billion.
What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
I'm getting on across. Hold on. Here. Yeah, hold on.
All right.
Now it gets weird. Her team insists she's just on a break, but internet detectives aren't convinced. Deleted posts, private jet trackers lighting up, a mysteriously cleared schedule, it's all too suspicious. And Disney. Total panic mode. With Snow White crashing and burning, the studio could be out up to $250 million. Rumor has it they're pressuring Rachel to foot part of the bill.
Okay, and the cops had to escort the rowdy teenagers out. The Minecraft movie is doing something magical. It's creating a live audience reaction event where people are going to just be part of something to interact with the movie itself. The kind of thing that really creates like a kinetic movement.
This woman shown here is not the actual woman playing Snow White, but the woman playing Snow White is named Rachel Zegler. And she and Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen, were caught on the red carpet. This is actually from September of 2022, but it's resurfaced now because the movie's coming out, talking about what we should expect from Snow White.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Oh my God.
Nobody
Who
wants
wants
that.
a movie about true love? What kind of woman do we want out there seeking true love, Eliana? The outrage.
After the film's brutal opening weekend, Disney reportedly held a hush-hush meeting to figure out if Rachel's off-script behavior crossed the line. From mocking the 1937 original to diving into politics, her press tour may have seriously violated her contract and done real damage to the brand.
They've been in a full meltdown about this girl for a couple of years now, and how they had her tweet out like a little, "Yay, Snow White, can't wait, so excited, I love to play her." And she did it and got like millions of views, and they were like, "Good job, Rachel." And then she, like minutes later, followed it up with, "And never forget, free Palestine."
And isn't her co-star Jewish?
Yes. Yes, Gal Gadot, whatever.
Gadot. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
They tried, they flew an executive, one of the producers, out to go visit personally with Rachel Zegler to say, "Could you please take that down? Because we understand you can have your political views, but those aren't really helpful while you're trying to build an audience for a movie. Maybe you could save them for like your diary and your friends, but like maybe not, maybe just take the tweet down." And she wouldn't.
You can see here the Minecraft movie is 48% on Rotten Tomatoes, 87% audience score. That's kind of all that matters because these people pay the bills, these people don't. Teens in suits shouting lines, cheering like it was a concert. Check out the energy, unreal. Disney Snow White is flopping hard. Why did Minecraft win? Because they stayed true to their actual audience. If Disney had made a faithful adaptation to the original Snow White, it would have made $1 billion.
This wasn't just bad PR. Some say Rachel's interviews may have broken Disney's promo rules entirely. Word is they're clawing back bonuses, pulling future deals, and even demanding repayment. As one exec allegedly put it, she torched $1 billion franchise with her own mouth.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business. Thanks.
You know, I don't need your business. You know what? Maybe Disney does. Maybe you're a tool, you're a pawn in this film. You didn't write it. You didn't direct it. You have nothing to do with the creation of Snow White. Right. You should shut up and do the job.
As Rachel disappears into luxury exile, a surprise box office beast has taken over, Minecraft. Yep, a movie made of pixelated blocks just hijacked the headlines and the audience.
You can't tell me Minecraft is the worst movie of 2025 when Snow White exists. That's right.
When we look you can see families were more than willing to go to the box office to support something like the Minecraft movie, while Rachel Zegler's Snow White continues to plunge.
Critics mocked it, nobody saw it coming, but fans stormed theaters, and now Minecraft is raking in cash. Let's break down how this blocky juggernaut buried Rachel's so-called fairy tale and left her ducking for cover.
She's literally the only person there. And do you not understand how humiliating this is? Meanwhile, the experience at Minecraft goes something like this.
Minecraft in the United States in one weekend made more money than Snow White has made globally after 3 weekends. That's how bad it is right now.